Prema svijetu postavi na putu svom. Kad nisi tu, sunce gubi svoj sjaj, bezvijezda noć neće imat svoj kraj, da znaš, kraj, da znaš.
Ever since I was young, I've loved art. I'd spend my hours watching animated shows, getting lost in their worlds. I'd grab a pencil and try to create characters of my own. Every drawing felt like proof that I could bring something I loved into the real world. But as I grew older, I just stopped. Somewhere along the way, I'd lost touch with my creative self. About 2 years ago, I picked up a paintbrush and started painting. I fell in love with creating again. And that's what this channel is about. So, if you're seeing this, welcome to my little slice of the internet. My name is RBM, and today I'm going to be taking you through a couple of the paintings I have done but not quite finished and put like the finishing touches on them. Today we are tackling a different medium. Even though it's still painting, we are going to be using water-soluble acrylic paints, which is a first for me. We have a painting of the sun. It's my first time using oil paint, so it's been a bit of a learning curve. I haven't even fully mastered acrylic paints yet, but I am confident in my acrylic paint abilities. The thing with acrylic paints is they tend to dry really fast, so you have to be quick with it, and blending as compared to oil paints is kind of hard for me. It's not too hard, but it takes a bit more effort than this. So to start, we need more yellow to give it more of a vibrant glow. So on my palette here, I am using these two shades of yellow. This is a cadmium yellow, and this is what is a lemon yellow. So I'm using a cadmium yellow and lemon yellow. So right now I'm just going over some of the bright spots I've already established and like deepening the lightness in the middle of it to give it more of a glow. While I'm painting here, I would briefly 1 or 2 times just interject and just talk. For me, whenever I'm painting, at the start of it, it tends to be really stressful because it's a blank canvas. Blank canvases tend to be very scary because it's almost like a world of every opportunity. Hi, Moon. You want to say hi? I have my little helper here, Moon. He wants to spectate the painting too, I guess. Yeah. We have our painting buddy here, Moon. Moon is a very stubborn cat. I call him the Lord of Chaos. Over there by the window is the Lord Emperor Jimmy Caesar. And off he goes. It takes approximately 8 minutes, 20 seconds for the light from the sun to reach Earth. I think it's pretty cool, the sun. And there have been cultures around the world which have worshipped the sun. If I'm not mistaken, either the Mayan moon. Sorry about that, guys. I was recording. My stand was in here because this door blocks the access I have. So I was recording from this angle, and Moon climbed up here, went here, jumped there, wasn't able to get his stability, and jammed right on the camera. I said it, he is an agent of chaos. So, sorry about that, let's get back. So, where were we? Adding bright spots. I think I kind of overdid the yellow on this side. However, who knows? It might just turn out great still. Who knows? I should know. I'm the one painting, right? Anyways. Are you guys watching the World Cup as well? If you are, leave a comment as to who you are supporting in the World Cup. I'm supporting my home country. I don't care who you bring Argentina, bring Portugal, bring whoever. Benjamin Asare. He's our Minister of Defense, bro. I'm a big fan of science fiction. One of my favorite science fiction books is The Children of Time series by Adrian Tchaikovsky. It's a crazy book, especially the first book. The first book deals with spiders who evolve intelligence. And spiders are one of my favorite insects, even though some people feel squeamish about it. I think jumping spiders are really cute, if you ask me. I'll put a picture up there, but yeah, spiders are pretty interesting. Right about now, I think these inner ones are good enough. I just have to blend it more for it to be cohesive. Because right now, even though this is looking bright, it's looking out of place. So I have to spread that lime yellow all around to make it more cohesive. So here we go. I was speaking of my favorite science fiction things. There's a show on Apple TV called The Foundation. I love that show so much. I love the fact that the story spans across thousands of millennia at a time. I don't even know how to explain it. It's that sick. So right now, I am done with this shade of orange so far. I just have to wait for the paint to dry a bit before I add on the other shades so that it doesn't just mix when I put the new paint on the canvas. So while we wait for the paint to dry, I might as well show you around my room, show you a couple of knickknacks and what I have hanging on my wall in terms of paintings. This is the entrance wall. I have a map, made it out of styrofoam. If you go close up to it, you can tell it's almost like a 3D map with the mountains and stuff. It's based on a fantasy map I created myself for a fictional place called Laraya. More on that later. I have a painting inspired by Pope Rosso. It's a Studio Ghibli film, and that's the plane landing on water right there. This is one of the unfinished ones. This is inspired by a Van Gogh painting. They're supposed to be cherry blossoms growing on the branches, but I haven't gotten there yet. And up above it, we have a painting from a French short film. I thought it was really cool, so I added it right there, as you can see. Then we have the Ghana flag representing my homeland. And we have a painting of an eye. I have an obsession with painting eyes. I find it interesting to paint them. And below that, we have one of the second paintings I ever tried out with acrylic paint. And they gave me the hope and the courage to keep painting. We have a Dandadan painting, my rendition of Okarun in his yokai form. And this is just my obsession with eyes. This is another unfinished painting. More information on that in another video. It's almost done. It's just left with one more element in this corner. This is inspired by one of my favorite rappers of all time, Dave Santan. This portrait is of his psychodrama album, and this is of We Are All Alone in This Together. I really love the colors. This was one of the first ever paintings I did. This one. I have a painting of fire. Initially, it was going to be Calcifer from House Moving Castle, but I decided against adding the eyes because I liked how the fire looked already and it was kind of cozy. And here I have a Monet inspired, I used an acrylic crayon to paint like a little river inspired by Monet. And here we have the wave. It's a Japanese screen print paint. This wasn't done by me, but it's a really beautiful painting. And this was me. I really like the Gothic aesthetic. And here we have a little jungle corner. It's a plant. You can see the damage from my cats chewing on these plants, but it's a money plant. I don't know the other ones. And Caesar. Caesar. Caesar, say hello. And here I have a portrait of the boys, Moon and Caesar. This is one of the unfinished ones. I'm going to put Caesar in a suit. And then this wall, we have my rendition of Kendrick Lamar's Damn album cover. It's really interesting to paint. It was one of my first time paintings, like a face, but not with too much detail. And there we have our logo, RBM. So it says here too, RBM HQ, Memento Mori. The Latin quote meaning, remember you'll die. And here we have Baby Kim's album cover. I love Baby Kim as well. Another unfinished picture for Crow. And here we have Born Sinner by J. Cole. And here just Moon and Caesar chilling out behind the lamppost. And a flower. My favorite sports car of all time, the Porsche 911. So right now, we have gotten to the finishing stages of the painting. All that's left is to clean up the darker sides. And for that, I'm going to be using acrylic paints. Just because acrylic paints don't shine as bright as the oil paint does, so I think it will give a good contrast. So let's begin. we have finally gotten to the end of the painting. I'm really proud of how it turned out. It really adds the brightness I really needed in my room. And this is going to be its final resting place. So, if you liked the video, please leave a like down below and also comment, let me know what you think. And with that, I would like to say thank you for watching and sayonara. Caesar, want to say bye? Say bye.
Your saving grace, the winner of the race, the B-boy, a new age scholar with millennium mind state, master of education, doctoral candidate. No, that ain't an analogy of me through rap. That's a true that, like for real, a brother real as you know.